Good evening. Hundreds of children at South Australian schools and childcare centres may have been exposed to hepatitis A. Education Department officials confirming frozen berries, which are the subject of a national safety alert, have been fed to children at 14 schools and centres. And any children who have been infected may not yet be showing symptoms.
Over a dozen Australians have so far been struck down with hepatitis A, all infected by eating contaminated frozen berries from China. Now there are fears hundreds of children at 9 South Australian childcare centres and primary schools may have been exposed.
Berries have been removed. All the precautions really that could have been made have been taken in this case.
Among the centres or schools involved, a kindergarten at Penola in the state's southeast, leaving parents understandably worried.
It's a bit alarming that something like that could happen.
It's really scary and we should really start buying Australian products from now on for our children's sake.
The berries used in catering in late January or early February at 14 locations, including childcare centres, primary schools, high schools and out-of-school hours care. But the Education Department won't name them, opting to alert parents by letter rather than publicly.
This is a low risk but real risk, with 100,000 packets of these berries distributed each week and only 13 cases around Australia.
After being linked to the hepatitis outbreak, food company Paddy's has recalled its Nana's brand frozen mixed berries and frozen raspberries, as well as Creative Gourmet mixed berries. So far there have been 13 confirmed cases across Australia, but none here in SA. However, authorities warn it can take up to 50 days for symptoms to show.
The symptoms they should be aware of are fever, abdominal pain, feeling generally unwell, dark tea-coloured urine and then the skin and eyes going yellow.
And if they do fall ill, they could join a class action against the importer of the Chinese product.
Surprising if there weren't confirmed hepatitis A cases in South Australia. It's the same product, so I think it's almost inevitable.
Jack Paquetta joins us live. Jack, local authorities are worried school children are not the only vulnerable people who may have been exposed to the berries.
Spot on, Brent, and SA Health is now investigating whether any of these berries have been fed to patients in hospitals across the state or even nursing homes, or any of the catering companies used by the government departments. They're now saying they've now put out a statewide health alert to all government departments, warning them of the dangers and urging people to keep an eye out for the symptoms, and if they do see any of the symptoms, to get the appropriate health checks as soon as possible. Brenton.